How on a day, my beautiful and amazing people. I salute you according to that time, or depending on when that under they listen to us. I welcome you to this beautiful day with another delicious information. My people, now well done. My people, now welcome. Oh, wonder shall never end. I just say, let me bring out this video. This is where Blessing CEO was, rebuking Judy Austin at that time that Kambele by. This is a time that they were still having a human face. They never chopped that thing. This is a time that Blessing was reasoning like a human being as a good person until when she now collected, married IVD. Since Blessing married IVD, everything has changed. But she was able to rebuke Judy Austin that time, recognize that Judy Austin wasn't doing well. Judy Austin was, dragging a woman that lost the kids, and the woman and the kids are mourning, and you drag the husband and use the husband to be doing caricature, those sort of a thing. Carrying the man around. The man was calling it jelly. You were just dragging people on social media from Eba to Eba, all those kind of rubbish that Judy were doing all that time. This is a time that Blessing was still reasoning well, and she condemned it. She was able to find the bad things in it. She was able to pinpoint the mistakes. She was able to challenge Judy for bringing you down. She was able to challenge you for abandoning the family and going to Judy. She was just rational at this time. But until when she now did what Judy did, they become birds of the same feather. Until when she now did what Judy did, and everything changed. She started protecting the one who ate the same thing she ate. This life, there are so many things that makes many people to support evil, not because they don't know it's evil. It's because they themselves are also living in that evil. So they will support. It's not like women supporting women, sisterhood supporting sisterhood, that kind of a thing. That's exactly what happened. It's now people, birds of the same feather, flourish together. It's like people who do the same thing, behave the same way, live the same way. That's it. Before Blessing married IVD, Blessing don't dare, support anything that had to do with snatching of husband, polygamy, and the second wife issue. It was a big thing. It was an issue. She normally directs people well. But since IVD came on board, and Blessing now sees it as, the thing that just changed her mentality. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that we can still enjoy the blessing of old, not a blessing of recent. So I want you to listen. Let's hear what Blessing has to say concerning this issue. Then we move on.
Toto. This woman has been quiet, Judy. You just Toto. You are watering down Yoel Edochie's personality. Yoel was one man that when he talks, everywhere shake. Yoel was my crush. His voice, like we don't play with him. He was a man with integrity, with so much respect when he was with me. The moment you came into his life, I don't know what happened. I don't believe in jazz. I don't know what you tell him. I don't know what he saw in you. I don't know the fact that you will marry a woman that you cannot talk to. A woman that will just go to your Facebook account and start saying rubbish. A woman that will just pick up your phone and start saying rubbish. Why can't you do it on our own Facebook account? Your wife is mourning. Your kids are mourning. You lost your first son. And every time Judy will carry ringlet and come making noise and telling us nonsense, this one, that one, the reason why you be calling her Ijele. What's all that rubbish for? You don't pass them now. I have been trying so hard not to come into this matter. I've been trying so hard to shy away from it. A lot of people have reached out to me and said, Blessing, you are partial.
Okay, that's Blessing CEO. That's Blessing CEO in those olden days, or just 3 years ago, or 2 years ago rather, when Kambele Pai. That's Blessing's verdict on Judy Austin and Judy Edochie. I don't know whether I should bring the recent verdict of Blessing and Pesty now for you to see. I don't want many videos on this because of YouTube policy. But the truth of the matter is that it is very unfortunate that the same person that is speaking this now is not saying the same thing, but rather have taken the toll of Judy Austin and try to drag May for no just reason, just because she had eaten what Judy Austin ate in a way or in a different way. But the guilty conscience in her do not allow her to say the truth again. I don't know why people who always say the truth always fall victim of what they say. I don't know. But now, Blessing is now speaking with two sides of her mouth. She does not condemn evil again. She now supports Judy Austin. She now claps for Judy and asks people to allow Judy to live her life and enjoy herself. So that is the kind of human beings we have now. But the truth of the matter is that no matter what anybody says, it doesn't concern us because our royal queen May had moved on and had defeated all. November 10 is fast approaching. Just a month, just 4 weeks from now, the whole thing will shell it. And that is the dread of Judy Austin and Judy Edochie. Because Judy has already complained that it is because of November 10 that made Jude to run away and abandon them. And some other people also believe that that case might end on November 10. And that is why that's why Jude is trying to arrange himself so that the charges against him will come down because he already knows Judy Austin has 100 million charge to pay, or whatever the court decides, whether they will increase it or whether they will reduce it. But what we know is, as of today, is that there's a 100 million charge against Judy, and Judy has to find a way to make up the money to pay May for adultery charges. That is a charge for carrying another person's husband. And it is very sweet when you are eating what does not belong to you and you don't struggle for it, you're not suffering anything, but rather you are seeing as a scent and you're eating it and they're giving it to you in a right way. No, no cho, no scolding, no fight. And you think that's how it is. But when you now come in and to become part of that person, then you will actually know and understand who actually the person is. Whether he is the one that's giving you the money, giving you the food, or he is another person. That is just the story. That is the story of Judy Austin right now, because a lot of things are happening. The same Judy that was going before the camera, turning on her ring light, standing before the camera or sitting before her camera, saying all those rubbish she was saying that time, that she's going to come against anybody that comes against anybody that fights Judy Edochie, that is going to come against the person for 1 billion times. That same Judy cannot even speak. That same Judy cannot do anything now because the whole thing has overwhelmed Judy. Judy thought that when she came and take over, they take Yul Edochie, snatch Yul Edochie out of Pime, the whole of endorsement will be for her, the whole of riches will be for her, because a lot of people like Yul, and that's true. A lot of people like Yul, and she was believing that because she's dating the one loved by all, she is going to benefit all from them. But unfortunately for her, she now became hated by all instead of loving by all. She became so much hated, and the things began to affect his growth and everything. And today, he's nowhere to be found. Yul Edochie and Judy Austin thought that by now, Premier would have been crawling with her knees, behaving like an animal or anything. That was why I believe they did what they did. Yul had no good intention for her family. Yul had no good intention for her life, for his life. Because when things change, that is when you know who actually someone is. In a situation where somebody does not, somebody immediately forgets those who cared for him when he had nothing, shows that that person actually is a bad person. So Yul Edochie is not a very good person. And the demise of Campbell and the Premier's situation make us to realize that Judy Austin was only working on what he saw in Yul. Blessing CEO here is trying to tell you, Judy Austin, that he brought you down. He made you fall. He did this and that. But I tell you, you is a bad person because Judy Austin only worked on what he saw in you's life. He worked on you's weak point. He works on you's bad life. He used it against you because you is not a good person. If Yul had been a good person, he wouldn't have abandoned his family. If Yul had been a good person, he would have still the Kiriwa, the side chick, and still maintain the good. Because when men are known to love their families, even with side chick, they will tell you with their rings in their hand and tell you, I am married and I love my family, but I just want to run things with you easily so that I will not be having these oppositions and pressures in the home. So if you are not cut out for this, please get out. Let me find someone who can do it for me. That's how you see some men. They love their family, they love their wife, they love their kids, but still, because of one or two things or the nature of their work and everything, you still see them outside, but they will tell you, yes, I love my family. But a situation where someone join up with a side chick to fight the family is a problem, it's an issue. It's a very big issue. That's why I tell you that you himself is not a good person. He is the cause of all these things. Because one, there's something Blessing said there. He said, how can you marry a woman you cannot control? Is it true? Did they not make any agreement? How can Judy, you not controlling Judy? How can you marry someone you can't control? Whatever Judy likes, she does. And whatever she does is accepted by you. That's not true. That's not good. That's not okay. You understand? And secondly, Judy will go to use Facebook page and Instagram page and paste and write anything she likes without the permission of you. You will only tell you, I don't know, it was Judy that did it. That's nonsense. You know, it's totally unacceptable by all. How can you say you are not the one when the page is your own? You are the one that had the password. Even if you give it to somebody, you need to take responsibility of whatever the person do there. And if you see that this thing is done and this, I'm not the one that did it, you delete it immediately, or you unpublic it immediately so that nobody will see it, and it remains. You understand? Only you and the person that pasted it will be seeing it. So why should you now allow those things to hang around the social media, flow around the social media, and you're telling them that you're not part of it or you don't know about it? What are you trying? What reputation are you trying to create? That is the problem. A very serious problem. My people not be smart, you know. Blessingceo had given it to Judy. Like I tell you, these are things they said during those days when things are still working out. During those days when Blessing has not seen IVD. During those days when Blessing had not eaten that type of food that Judy Austin ate. The time she tested another woman's husband bola, even though the woman had died, that was when he now say, hey, is that how another woman's bola they sweet? Now she doesn't want to drag Judy again. He now becomes a good friend of Judy because two of them they chop waiting to be their own ab initio. My people no be smart, you know. Now see I said make I just bring this update because of this thing where they fly out for social media. So where people say blessing the drag queen man, blessing the talk to me, you know, all those kind of things. Me, I didn't see it as blessing dragging me. I only see it as blessing dragging Judy. But when I now see people getting convinced that blessing is dragging me, I come to tell you that. But I don't know when blessing started dragging me. Yes, I heard that he had been dragging me for some time now. But I only know when blessing used to drag Judy. Then what changed? What made her to change her mind? My people say honorarango yekuare. What made her to change her mind? They don't put them that thing for mouth. She don't chop her own. You don't sweet them. Then they don't change her topic. No problem. That is it. But this life, everything is turn by turn. Turn by turn, it will reach everybody. So if you feel that what was done to Queen May is good and you're supporting it, don't worry. Very soon it will also reach you. Then let's see how we're going to talk about it. Or let's see how you will talk about whether you keep quiet and relax, or whether you take the person to court, or whether you are going to drag the person on social media. Whatever you do depends on you. But the only thing is that everybody knows, every rational thinking human being knows that what Judy and you did to Queen May is suicidal, is absolutely rubbish, nonsense, unacceptable. They didn't do well. Any rational human being knows that. And because you are not seeing it that way does not mean that it is not right, or that it's not wrong. That the fact that you don't know what they did, you are not seeing anything they did, does not mean that what happened is right. Yes, I tell you. But the truth is that Blessing CEO was at first condemning all those things that she's supporting now. And that's one beautiful thing about the whole thing, that what you condemned, you are now enjoying. And when the consequence of it will come, you will not be there. It will be so difficult, so hazardous, so hazardous for you to manage such situation. Like and share this video, and God will bless you. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please try to do so. All our returning subscribers say, well done, my people, welcome. Make una have a nice day. Bye.